Do you know what you're ruining for the whole planet now?
They brought the little drummer boy.
Ra-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum.
Exactly.
You sound so Old Testament, even though this is the New Testament. It must have been winter.
Who said so?
Christmas must be white.
Hi, Dany.
Merry Christmas, Fady.
Merry Christmas, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm well.
Missed you since last episode.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
These people are irregular.
I don't want to judge anyone, but it's a Christmas season, so God forgives them. Yeah.
You're a benevolent one, but I will judge for you, and I will tell you these people are irregular, and I am, well, they get their due, pay. I am irregular as well. I'm always on time, you know.
Yes, sure. Tell me about the outfit. I feel we are Christmas, but in the southern hemisphere, right?
Because like we're in t-shirts, we're in summer clothes. It's like as if we're in Australia, we're in Florida, where Christmas is actually New Year's is summer, and in Australia, and it doesn't make sense to it. Almost all respect to everyone, but it doesn't make sense. Christmas must be white.
Christmas in winter. Otherwise, I will not feel it's really Christmas.
No way. But if you ask me, red is the color for Christmas. The original red in Christmas is Santa's red.
Yes.
Okay? That makes sense.
So historically, Santa was wearing red all the time, basically.
Historically, as far as I know, Santa was not there at Christmas.
Yes, they linked him somewhere.
Santa is, sometimes I think people should not have Santa with Christmas. Because really, I thought Santa got me gifts in our home and at our house. I thought Santa got me gifts, and my mom enjoys
the big socks hanging by the
surely by the fireplace,
yes.
200%. And like I would go and find presents underneath the Christmas tree or in the Christmas stockings and everything, and I thought Santa was real. Yeah. Santa is real. Until one day, my mother never stopped telling the story. One day, a cousin of mine tells my brother, "Did you know that Santa's not real? It's your parents who get you the gifts." And my brother came back home crying, and we discovered the ugly truth that Santa is not real.
So I would like to warn the guys watching us and the kids. We are not aiming to destroy your fantasy about Santa, but this is maybe historical truth. Santa was not there at the time of Christmas, right, Dany?
Surely. So Santa never existed.
Yes. But how the link came between Santa and there is a real personality called Saint Nicholas, right? How did make this link together?
Santa Claus is Saint Nicholas?
Yes.
What was he German? I mean, Santa Claus sounds very German.
No,
if you ask
historically
me.
he was from he was a bishop of a city called Myra.
Okay.
As far as I understand, this was in Asia Minor.
Okay.
And historically, he was attending the Council of Nicaea in the year 325.
Okay.
And also there is a legend that he met Arius, the heretic, and he kicked him in the face because
very Christian.
Exactly. He felt offended about his heresy.
Okay.
But myself, I believe it's a fake. It's a parody. So it's not true.
I really hope so. Yeah. Violent bishops are not the thing. But the man existed.
Yes, and he was known for his charity works. In his story, even he is celebrated as saint in our Coptic church, and he was known as a man who was seeking the poor and giving alms and trying to help some poor people, especially a man that had several daughters, and he wanted to help him get them married. So he was dropping some money, we can say amounts of money, near the door of the house, and he knocks and go away until the man discovered this after a while. So he's known for his charitable works.
Okay. I didn't know that story, except not far back, but I did know that the Coptic Church really did think of Saint Nicholas. As I say, I was attending this Sunday school morning one day, and there was this teacher having a group of children, and they were like going to to what's it called, to the not the church club, and they had a playground, and they had this slogan. They were cheering like "Wala عارفين القديس بتاعنا قديس نيقولاوس." It was like quite a thing. That's when I knew that the church actually thought of Saint Nicholas as a saint, because he was actually teaching the boys at Sunday school that he's a saint.
Yes.
But the thing with, you would not have remembered Saint Nicholas if it weren't for his deeds. And
True. Maybe
not,
this is a link with the Christmas, because Christmas is a time where we should give. We should try to help others. And maybe linking Santa Claus or Saint Nicholas to the Christmas time is a message to tell us we need to help the poor, we need to give. It's not about celebrating with lights and a tree and so on. The real meaning is to help others, right? I believe so.
you're very Christian, Fady. You're too Christian, if you ask me. But yeah, the thing is, let me tell you something. It sometimes also baffles me when I have some non-Christian friends who come to me and they say, "It's Christmas. I'm getting you a gift for Christmas. What are you getting me?" So gift exchanging is very common in Christmas. It's almost like a cultural habit,
True.
more than it being something related to Christmas. When you say Christmas, I understand Christ, okay, in the word. So the word,
reason for the season.
the reason for excellent, 200%. But Christmas, I mean, I didn't get the MAS part, because
I read somewhere that Mass is coming from the Old English of Mass, MASS, which is a celebration of the liturgy and the Eucharist in the church, because Christmas usually is related to, or every Christian celebration usually is related to some liturgical prayer, which the core of it for sure is the liturgy, the Mass. So Christmas is the Mass for celebrating the eve of the birth of Christ. We can call the birth of Christ Christmas. We call it sometimes the Feast of the Nativity. We call it sometimes the Feast of the First Advent of Christ.
Advent, the coming of Christ.
Coming of Christ, exactly. Because as we learn from the Bible, especially in John 1:14, and the Word became flesh. So we are celebrating the incarnation of the Word, the second person in the Trinity.
Excellent. You keep telling these amazing stories, but they are always confusing.
Why, Dany?
Yeah, Habibi, because for the simple fact, you are talking about Christmas, you're talking about liturgy, you're talking about 2 to 3 hours, and we have a whole season for Christmas starting sometime late November. And once Thanksgiving ends, which is around the 25th of November, and then Christmas starts the very next day, the season starts, ends 25th of December on the western side of the world. Right here, it ends on the 7th of Jan, which is another discrepancy, and I'm
that's
getting
a big story.
I need to know this because I have a sketchy understanding of it, but not very. So, is it like a religious season, or is it a shopping season, or a festivity season? Or, I mean, why a season? Is this church related in any way?
Let me respond to this by asking a question.
Oh God.
When was Jesus actually born?
Winterish. It's in if you look at the stories, you look at the films, it's all winter.
How did you know?
Look at the Christmas tree. It has snowballs. It has Frosty the Snowman.
This is where is the Christmas tree in the Bible?
Ya Rabbi. What do you mean? Where's the Christmas?
We get our understanding about the facts written in the biblical accounts. So where is this tree? It was not written that because of the cold in that season, so Joseph the carpenter went and took off the tree and burned some wood for the baby Jesus to get warm. No, this is not. That did not happen.
That makes perfect sense. Joseph,
the
carpenter,
wood,
exactly. Fire, and then we're back.
This
we're going
could
to
be a Hollywood story.
We're going to have
Hollywood.
Yeah, but when you connect things that are seemingly okay.
This was just my fancy imagination at this moment, but this is not true.
Give me some facts. I'm very confused.
What we know that we don't actually know when Jesus was born.
It must have been winter.
Who said so?
The pictures, man. Yeah.
The pictures, man, not the biblical accounts. Who made the first picture or the first scene? Who put all the elements and the characters of the Christmas together in one picture? You know who did so?
Yeah, I would like to pretend that I don't, but I don't know.
It was Saint Francis of Assisi, the famous Italian monk, the founder of the Franciscan friars, the friars.
This order, yes.
This order.
Yes.
He was serving in a poor village, and he wanted to make the poor people in his village celebrate the Christmas. So he built some kind of a manger-like scene. He dressed people in different characters: Joseph the carpenter, Samir, the three wise men, the shepherds. He brought some animals, and he celebrated the Christmas together with the people there. And he put the three wise men with the shepherds, was actually different than the biblical accounts. It was
Hold your horses. There isn't. Don't tell me that the wise men are in the Bible. The shepherds are in the Bible. They all met baby Jesus, and they are all in the nativity scene. And you are not going to tell me that Saint Francis de Assisi was wrong, man. Focus.
Forgive me, Saint Francis, but this is not what the Bible is telling us. The Bible is telling us in the book of St. Luke that the shepherds knew about the birth of Christ from the angels, while they were standing awake at night, and they went to see baby Jesus in the manger. And the Bible is telling us babe Jesus, baby, like baby.
So far, so good.
Okay, but the book of St. Matthew is telling about the visit of the three wise men when the baby Jesus was now in the book of Matthew called child Jesus, which means he grew up a little bit, and the visit was in the house, not in the manger. So historically speaking, there were like 2 years difference between the visit of the shepherd at the manger or the stable and the visit of the three wise men in the house.
Hold your horses, Bashan. You're getting...
You want some sugar?
I love it, man. Okay, we're getting carried away. Okay, Madish. Okay, one thing at a time. The house and the manger are both in the same
city. Yes, Bethlehem. Correct.
خلاص بقى.
Correct.
Then it's the same time, man.
No. No.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask another question. Why Herod ordered to kill the children of Bethlehem from who aged 2 years old and below? Specifically, why 2 years old and below? Because the star appeared at the time of the birth of Christ. True, that's a fact. The three wise men saw this star while they were in Persia, current day Iran, and they started to travel following the star to Palestine until they arrived. They entered Jerusalem. They asked King Herod. He summoned the scribes and the priests. He asked them, where should the Messiah be born? They told him, according to the prophecy, it should be in Bethlehem, Bethlehem Ephrathah, because there were two different Bethlehem.
Okay.
But this one specifically is Bethlehem of Judah.
Okay.
So he told them, go worship and come tell me about the place. They followed the star again, and they went to the house. Baby Jesus was 2 years old almost. They gave him the presents. They saw a vision. They went back home.
You are mixing up my life, ya Fady. This star, the one on top of this tree, was not in Bethlehem at the time of Jesus' birth. It was not in Israel. It was in Iran. It was in Persia.
No, it was in the sky. Everyone could see it.
So, it
started to appear once Jesus was born.
So you're telling me that this star was in Israel, and the Persians, they saw the star?
Yes, because they were very talented in astronomy.
So they're astronomers.
Yes.
I keep getting sometimes I hear different stories about the wise men, because I hear stories about them being worshippers of fire and pagans of a sort, but not really pagans. But if they're really scientists, if they're into astrology,
yes,
and if they were pagans, they would know that it's not real. But to make the trip all the way from Persia to Palestine, which is not short. All the pictures, again, the pictures, I hope they're correct this time. The pictures have them going on by camel, going on by camel, going on by camel.
Should be camel or horse.
Camel to go all the
For
distance. The
sure,
horses will die.
not an electrical, not a Tesla.
I wish, man. They make no noise. It's like the future.
Did you see the new Roboven?
لا إيه ده؟
It's a van
No way.
made by Tesla. Yeah, totally electric.
Dear Jesus, I would like a van for Christmas.
Here too.
Yes, but Christmas is about gifts.
Yes.
Okay. It's
Three
not about
the
gifts.
three wise men again.
Okay, the three wise men who did not travel by Tesla, they traveled by camel.
Yes.
For 2 years. You would not make a 2-year trip, 600 and I don't know how many days.
Yes.
Or around 700 days, man.
Yes.
But,
It's a very big distance between Israel and Palestine. Israel and Persia. It's a very big distance.
700 days walking.
Yes.
And so they are not pagans. They're not pagans. They're definitely not Abrahamic believers.
No.
But they actually followed or went towards that star or followed that star all the way for 700 days.
Almost, yes.
To come to Israel.
This was not an ordinary star. It was a very unordinary star. It was very brilliant, very shining. It was shining in day and night. So even in the morning, they could see it because they could follow it as well while the sun is there in the sky. So it was very different. We actually, scientists did not find yet what is this star is about. It could be an angel. It could be a real planet. It could be... we don't know. We don't really know.
In the Bible, there are a lot of astronomical events that have been found out to have actually happened, like the one where King Ezekiah was about to die, gets this 15 years extension.
Moses when the fight.
The sun and and if that could be another astrological event, but day and night. You sound so Old Testament, even though this is the New Testament. You sound so Old Testament. It's like the people of Israel following the cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night.
True.
And it's the same for those non-believers,
Yes.
the Persians, those wise men.
For sure, because let me tell you also, they had some prophecies in their religion. This will take us back to the Old Testament again. You remember Daniel.
200%.
For sure. Daniel was living in Persia.
Babylon first, then Babylon got conquered by the Persians. And
Exactly.
Yes.
And he prophesied about the coming of Christ the King. He said it would be after 70 weeks, and a week is 7 years, according to the interpretation. So this was 490 years after Daniel.
Okay.
Should be the birth of Christ the King. So these kind of prophecies were known, according to tradition, to those wise men in Persia. When they saw the star and they coordinated this with the prophecies they have, they knew that this star was very, very unique, and it was coming to tell us about a huge event that is happening on planet Earth. So they followed the star, maybe according to curiosity as well, as astronomers. They wanted to know where this is ending up. They entered Jerusalem because they were like ministers coming from Persia. They were met by King Herod in the palace, and the sequence of events happened after that.
What you're saying is that Jewish tradition or Jewish prophecies affected what was or had a counterpart in Persian religions, or that affected this one, and then the astronomers got affected by that and made the trip all the way.
Because those one who made the prophecies were not Israelites. Daniel was an Israelite, but he was living there in Persia.
Yes.
So, and they know him as one good and great man and minister and scientist and everything.
Here's how I know that what you're saying is true. Because it was not King Herod who asked them to come to him. They went straight to the palace.
True.
They are such big shots that they went straight to the palace. And what tells me that even more, my favorite part of Christmas that I'm not too used to, but I love now, is gifts. They had gifts. They did not just come all the way from Persia out of curiosity, like you're saying. No, they almost were sure or were ready for the event to actually be there, and they wanted to offer something, give something.
True.
Which tells me something about the essence of Christmas, but also tells me why Christmas and gifts are hand in hand.
Related. True. But do you know how many wise men were there?
My God, more confusion. I really pray that there were only 3. Ya Rab.
How did you know?
The 3 gifts.
3 gifts, but it could be carried by 2 men, or even by 4 men, or by 5 men. We don't know. The Bible did not tell us how many were there. He told us they presented 3 gifts, which were
The gold, the myrrh, and
frankincense.
and frankincense. Yes.
Yes.
So, and there were not 3.
We don't know.
What are you challenging everything in life?
I'm here starting to be confused in your position. Why? Because the wise men and the shepherds were not at the same place.
Or the same time.
So
for
what
God's
is
sake.
real? What is we know about the Christmas? Jesus was born in winter. We didn't discuss this yet. We don't know. He was born in winter or maybe in summer. Some hypothesis or some speculation said that he was born in summer. And I can tell you a fact about this. How could the shepherds in cold winter Palestine be still awaking in December or Jan into the wilderness?
In the wilderness,
shepherding,
in pastures.
Exactly, pasturing their sheep. Is this possible? It's this cold winter?
The sheep will die of cold.
Exactly.
It snows. They have hail in
This
Palestine.
will make it possibly in summer.
Oh, good God. Do you know what you're ruining for the whole planet now? Are you aware of what's happening? If what you're saying is true, the whole planet is
A
going
lot of
to...
collateral damage.
And then Australia's right.
Let's immigrate.
And now Australia's right. Everything in the southern
Make
hemisphere.
Christmas great again.
Oh my God, man.
Actually, there is also a story, part of the tradition, telling that Zechariah, the father of John the Baptist, he was a priest when he saw the vision of Archangel Gabriel telling him about the birth of John. This was mentioned in the book of Luke chapter 1.
Yeah.
Zechariah belonged to a group of priests called Abia.
Okay, yes.
According to Jewish tradition, some sources say that the Abia group used to serve in the temple in the month of May. So he saw the vision in May, and then we count 15 months.
Because John the Baptist is 6 months older.
Exactly.
So 6 and 9, so that's how you get 15.
So 15 months, which 1 year and 3 months. This will take us to end of August, beginning of September, the birth of Christ.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
What connects everyone are gifts, always gifts. Because the story goes that Herod said that he asked the wise men to give, who definitely told him that they have gifts for the new king.
Yes.
He told them, go find out. He asked the Pharisees, and then he told them, go find out where the king is so that I may come and probably offer gifts as well.
True.
So everyone came with a gift.
Okay.
Did Herod ever give a gift? What was his gift? I mean, everyone in the story has a gift. Did he have a gift?
Unfortunately, it was not a gift. It was a massacre. He committed a massacre against the children of Bethlehem when he commanded the children 2 years old and below to be killed. Because what he heard from the 3 wise men, or the wise men and the scribes and the Pharisees and so on, that a newborn king is there. So he was afraid that his throne will be overthrown. Overthrown, and then that's why he wanted to kill this baby Jesus, this baby Messiah, whatever.
Oh my God. Oh my, so like human sacrifice, if you ask me, almost. I mean, he just...
Do you want another fact-breaking question? How many kids were killed in Bethlehem massacre?
Okay, off the top of my head, well, the population wasn't that great. I don't know why 50,000 sounds right.
Some people say it's 144,000 because this was a number written in the book of Revelation.
Yes.
But as you said, the population was not that great.
Yeah.
So it's almost like could be 200 kids or something like
Only
this.
200.
Yeah,
Well,
all-
that's
this could be fair enough. Yeah,
one child is enough, man. One child is enough.
Yes,
I mean,
one child.
what I like. I mean, God. I mean, I'm just being too. I'm taking liberties here. What I like about the Bible when it talks about the massacre of the children of Bethlehem, and it brings it back the prophecy
Yes.
about Rachel,
True.
who does not want to be consoled,
True. Yeah, because also
for her children are not there.
you know why also Rachel, because her tomb was in an area nearby.
Makes perfect sense. And Rachel and Leah being the mothers to all the tribes of Israel, for that makes.
But also let me ask you a question. Let us go off topic a little bit from this intense questions. What is Christmas for you, Dany? What Christmas usually reminds you?
I'm very confused when it comes to Christmas. I like this. Okay. I sing tons. I join the choir every now and then go, oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas and
Sinatra guy or what?
Yeah. I love Christmas songs. And then the ever famous and now the Christmas anthem for I don't know how many years has been the Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you. That's a thing, man. Oof, that's quite a thing. So I like Christmas. I like the songs. I like the vibes, but I'm generally confused because Coptic Christmas is not really. I mean, it's not Western Christmas.
Yes.
The gifts are not a big integral thing.
I don't get any gift.
I don't do a lot of exchange.
Maybe some money. When I was a little child. I need more now.
Man. For everyone's knowledge, I mean, Fady is engaged to be married. He has to get gifts for the fiancé, for the father-in-law, for the mother-in-law, for everyone in his wife's family. He has to get gifts.
All donations are accepted. Send me all your questions on InstaPay.
Christmas is a bit confusing because Coptic Christmas, when you go to church during Christmas, it's and especially a bit later in Christmas, it's Kiek, which is a Coptic month, and Kiek has like all these different hymns, and they're very Egyptian. Yeah, I mean, not very Coptic, they're more Arabic than anything. I mean, at least I grew up listening to the Coptic, the Kiek hymns in Arabic more than in Coptic. I know that they originated from Coptic, they must have, but I'm used to them in Arabic. So it doesn't sound like all the Christmas songs I know.
Yes.
And it involves staying up all night, which makes me think of the shepherds now. And
Very deep.
Yeah, and I'm a deep person, man.
It doesn't seem like you, but I will go with it this time.
So it involves a lot of staying. I mean, a lot of praising throughout the night with the Kiek hymns, and they're very different than anything that happens in church throughout the year.
Yeah.
And generally ends in mass.
True.
Yeah, yes, because I mean, ideally you'd have the midnight hymns, the praise and worship period, and then you'd ideally hook it up with with matins and then mass.
Yeah. So we can say that you like the season in the Coptic forms because of the vibes, Coptic vibes.
It makes sense why it's a season. To me, it makes sense why it's a season because the hymns are different and the prayers are different, and what you say during liturgy is different.
It's not what one night celebration. It's a whole month.
Yes, that's to me the Coptic way is what makes it more of a season, and it's not about the shopping, and it's not about the merchandise, and it's not about Santa, and it's not about the tree or the gifts or the reindeers or I don't know who, as opposed to what happens to my friends who are in London or in New York or in Paris or anywhere else. They tell me Christmas, the shopping, and then we wait for the day after Christmas, the 26th of December. It's Boxing Day. Everything is going to be Boxing. Everything goes cheaper. Now with the gifts, you would say like King Herod sent all these souls up to heaven, but he was an evil man. You cannot.
I didn't say it's a gift, but he did the complete opposite. He took off souls, and they took the lives of children from their mothers. So this was a horrible thing to do.
Okay, before we get to the shepherds and angels, the star.
Yes.
Did the star bring a gift?
I believe if we are talking about the metaphoric meaning, yes, it brought a gift, which is the gift of guidance. It guided the wise men from Persia until they reached Palestine, until as I can say, this star represents Google Maps of today.
I saw a cartoon of that. They have, it says there's a location, a pin.
Exactly.
Where if Nativity happened today, the wise men would be like following their GPS.
Exactly.
Location, Bethlehem here, Jesus here.
Yeah. You have arrived to your destination. Merry Christmas.
Nice. Welcome home. Merry Christmas. Nice one, Fady. Okay, but let me tell you something. And here's the thing, because we're going to come to other people and their gifts, because everyone has offered something in Christmas.
Yes.
The star was just being itself. The star did not give anything. You're talking about guidance, and I agree. It makes sense. But I think I would also add to that the best thing is that who you are and what you can do, you offer it wholly and completely to God. And that's more than just a gift. The wise men, they came, they gave their three gifts with their interpretations of what everything means. But it's not just the actual physical gift. It's what they have done. It's the journey itself.
True.
700 days coming, another 700 days going back, and the time in between.
So what you are saying is that the real meaning of the gift is not the gift itself, but the effort accomplished or exhorted behind these gifts, right?
200%. I mean, if you give me a gift, I mean, I like it, but I will like more the effort you put in to make this gift significant to me. The effort, the 14 or 1500 days those Maggies or those wise men gave.
Let me borrow your sentence. 200%.
200%. Yes.
Because this is making sense in a lot of things. Even God, when He looks at us, he does not look at the end result. He looks at the effort done all over the way. So this comes to my mind when I say I want to go to the liturgy, to attend the liturgy. I can be there, but I have a lot of struggles to go there. I have to sleep early. I have to fast for at least 9 hours according to Coptic tradition. I have to wake up early against my comfort zone. I have to go early and attend. He looks at this effort, not only the end result, right?
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, and upon that, question. We talked about the shepherds.
Yes.
Did the shepherds bring anything? I mean, why are the shepherds so important? I mean, they're there in the scene.
They brought the little drummer boy.
Ra-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum.
Exactly.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's a brilliant hymn.
It's a brilliant, and you know what I like about it is like even the older you grow, you like the innocence of that little drummer boy.
True.
You like him being poor. You like him having nothing to give.
Exactly. He gave an effort as well to put a smile on the face of baby Jesus, according to the song.
200%, man.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it relevant to everyone. But the shepherds did not bring the little drummer boy. That's a fact. I know that the little drummer boy was not with the shepherds. What did they? Did they bring anything?
I believe they did not bring a gift to baby Jesus, but they brought some gift to other people, because according to my understanding of the biblical account as well, they were the first eyewitnesses on the birth of Christ. They came there, they heard the good news from the angels singing in heaven. They went directly to the manger, which was nearby Bethlehem.
Okay.
They saw baby Jesus, and they took this good news, I believe, and they went spreading it to other people. They told them,
No way. You think?
today we saw the Messiah, the Christ, the long-awaited Messiah was finally born, because they heard this from the angels.
Correction, they did not hear it, they saw it too.
Exactly, they saw it.
They saw it, man.
So they saw all the prophecies of 2,000 years were finally fulfilled. More than 5,000 years were finally fulfilled. So I believe they wanted to share this with other people. They saw something extraordinary, and maybe when they went to the manger, they heard again that this was born out of a virgin. So this is another miracle to share.
Oh.
And we know that shepherds are belonging to, for sure, a poor community.
Generally,
so this
yeah.
is giving us another message. Jesus did not come for rich men. He came for very ordinary people. He was born in a manger in a very poor place because he did not find a bed, a soft and comfort bed to be born in. He was just born in a manger. You know how the manger looked like? Maybe we can have some pictures.
Will that look like the nativity? Will that be accurate? For God's sake, please.
Please Google the word manger, how it looks like. The manger is some place. It's coming from manger en français,
Which is to eat.
To eat. So this is a place where the animals take their food out of it.
Okay.
So it's a small place, usually made out of some rock, and they put
The rock is for water, isn't it? Well, the wood is for food. The rock is to have the water, like to contain the water. Because
it could be like this, or some kind of stone.
Okay.
And there is some hay inside, and Jesus was put there so he could be like his bed. It could be something like this.
wooden box. Okay.
Wooden boxes could be out of stone. The real one, I saw some pictures coming from
Must be bigger though.
the Holy Land.
I think this one is custom made to fit Jesus. I think they had. I think it must have been a bigger one for all the animals in the barn over there, or in that manger.
So it was something like this, a small place where they used to put the food. So it could be something like this. This could be a manger.
Interesting.
So
Brand new to me. No way. You see, that makes it cold. But that would be interesting
in summer.
Aha! I know where you're getting at. You're going to get us all like kicked out of every church. No one will take us.
Come on.
No one will take us.
No. What I'm trying to say, maybe here, I don't want to. Maybe this can be said as well in conclusion. But what I wanted to stress on all over the way. It's not about the celebrations, it's not about the gifts, it's not about everything. It's about Jesus is born. Jesus, this historical moment, and he should be born every day in my heart. This is not just about one day, one night. He should be born in my heart every single day of my life. This is the bottom line of Christmas.
You're getting ahead of me. Apart from being ahead of everyone else, you're getting ahead of me. I will, and what are you trying to be? You're not even trying to be a priest. You're trying to be a bishop. Are you running to be a pope?
Come on, what about this?
Malish, wrong church, man. Sorry. Can't be a pope here. That's taken. So,
Dany, I don't think that the time for this episode will be enough to continue all the discussions and all the characters and the games and so on. So if we want our audience to continue with us, what should they do?
They should like, they should subscribe, they should activate the bell button.
Yes.
And then
we will continue with you. Wait for us in the next episode
of the broadcast.